collection of poetry that I've written. Here's the first one. And so I sat there, pains acknowledged and grievances bare, in the afternoon sun. The cloud had fought, but the daylight won. I awoke from the dreamy haze, from which senses excite and visions amaze. My winter had ended, my hearing keen and sight mended. I had not been too late to see the flowers bloom, nor Lady Nature's marriage to seasoned groom. And as the trees cast shadow o'er the fox's den, the day drifted off to dreams again. The cooling shade laid my heart to rest, and again set a peace in my weary chest. Here's the next one. As I stood there, melding life with death and crimson threads, I stared into the ether. I knew I was staring, 'cause its eyes locked mine, tracing every line. Could mine still shine, or had they gone blind? It mattered not. I continued running hands on steel, dug in my heel, unaware of how to feel. Was this even real? Eating away at myself from the outside in, with a shattered grin, I landed my eyes there first. If they had not been closed, I would have blinked. A second take would prove the truth. I was alone. Not from this place, not from your face, but truly alone. I lacked not company nor kin, but of true understanding, the kind that can't be bought or truly sought, only found, possibly not in another. I wiped my eyes of the lies that surrounded me. A bond for a lifetime, they said. When all is naught, why are we taught that there is forever? Forever seemed a test, nothing could best. A lie to digest and feed those masses who searched. They couldn't find a meaning, for there wasn't one to find. Given truth be truth and lies be lies, how could they be deceived? The next one. I have dreams of gargantuan towers piercing a bright starlit sky. At the tops of the towers we each stand watch while the astral spheres converge in archaic patterns long forgotten by time. We each sing in union without sound, a song that resonates across the plains and all through all things. The next one. The cold wind drifts through me like the archaic whisperings of a world long since past. It chills me to my soul and fills me with awe, for within it is held the essences of millions before me, and the potential of billions thereafter. With a weary sigh, the earth continues its travels, as do I. The next one. Now, in the earliest and yet latest of hours, my thoughts take reign, and what was left of the world passes into mere memory. Imagination leads even those who know best how to swim to their watery grave. Sleep eludes me. There is more to do than ever before, and no time in which it can be done. I fear sleep because sleep is surrender to another day lost, more time spent and gone. The next one. Feel the unvoiced pain drip and ooze through your unsavory vows, while mountains of those who would dissent topple and fall. Flee from the truth, or what would be the truth if you permitted it so. Any sense of the self is gone, while we all become the great mind. Consciousness is curse turned gift in the apple of Eve's eye. Here's the next one. Waking while dreaming life into dust becomes an unerring modicum of trust. A delicately powerful censure of rust makes thoughtful provocation a must. Paragons of suspicion read not the new edition, but find their competition requires great tuition. Wisdom is not wise from those without eyes, whose word endlessly tries to cover up their lies. A whole life in a day, in liberation, we say. Wake, go to work, slowly make your way. Work against each other instead of together. Whichever cloud storms hardest spoils the fine weather. experience every sensation that can be conceived of. We'll unravel every mystery and watch the fabric of time stretch thin, and when our time has come, death will be remiss to take us. The next one, this one I actually wrote as a bit of fantasy fiction. One of my characters is in an RPG. I was the soul of piety, born servant of eternity, turned avatar of heresy, on the back of a tragedy. We never met, she simply drifted into my life. Lycia, splentorous as all the stars in the sky. Forbidden celestial one to make my sweet wife, utterly destroyed by mortal hands when our hour was nigh. My memory stolen by jealous divinity, unable to recall naught but emptiness within me, until one fateful day my book returned a lone page. Blissful recollection realized sent me into a rage. I'd long felt nothing, but now nothing but seething vengeance. I planned for the fall of my master's worlds, and cried oceans into the voids between. I would set the lattice of heaven alight, and ease my anguished plight. Let those who forever lie know that even gods may die. The next one. Every time I close my eyes, eternity burns before me like a billion lights suddenly snuffed out. Wretched, terrible truths writhe and squirm at the edge of my awareness, threatening any semblance of peace or safety. Sharp patterns in the air scratch at my skin. Jarring atonal melodies make their way from my lips. In the mirror of my mind, entities made of pure passion and entropy paint canvases of bright searing pain. The next one. Do I inspect every grain of sand upon the beach, or pick one up and make it as a diamond? Is there even a beach at all? Are we not rocky shores to these breaking waves? If we meet, will we be stronger than the glass we make? Can my pressure instead make a product of sandstone? This beach is too crowded, and yet the hourglass empties. The next poem. This one's rather short. The inflection of your deception destroys its reception, but the reflection of your complexion is the convection of this deflection. Now for the next one. We walked hand in hand along the frozen shores of Elysium. Looking for somewhere to spend the rest of our days, we decided our home would be made of crystal, a palace of splendor and beauty such that would bring tears to the eyes of even the most jaded passer-by. Our children played in the garden, which we tended carefully. We vowed that it would be our little piece of Eden, a sanctuary of tranquility. I remember that stream that we splashed in, water so clear that we could see the fish as they swam, so cold and refreshing on those sweltering summer days, and the soft caress of the soil beneath our feet. There was a forest behind our home. We spent the countless hours in that shade, enchanting each other with stories of far-off lands that we would someday visit, with towering waterfalls and secret caves where people draw on walls covered in ancient history. I still remember that last day, when we held each other in long embrace. You seemed sad, though I did not know why. We gathered our children for that family hug, and our daughter placed a garland of flowers upon my head. A blazing fire rose in the sky, and you told me that this was goodbye. And that's the rest of the poems. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you'd like me to make any more like it in the future, or if you'd like to give some kind of feedback, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.